For the last 4 months, I've been doing a regular series on this channel called New MMORPGs Launching in X Month, and they've honestly been very well received. But as a gamer, I love more than just MMOs. As of the last couple years, I've actually grown to love and appreciate non-MMOs even more than I do MMOs, which leads me to a brand new video series idea that I'm going to be doing, New Games Launching in X Month, to help steer everyone with similar tastes to mine in the right direction. Anime RPGs, simulations, first-person shooters, strategy games, survival games that I am genuinely anticipating and will probably play in my spare time. If you enjoy this series and you want to remain up to date with new games like this, make sure to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little bell notification. Before we discuss every new game releasing this month that I'm excited for, I do want to thank all of our incredible patrons over on Patreon. You guys are incredible and I appreciate your support. Also, if you have a moment, follow me over on Twitch. I stream there every weekend. Now let's go ahead, jump in, and see if we can't find something interesting for all of us to spend or waste some time in. The Tales of RPGs are arguably some of my favorite games of all time. Tales of Fantasia with Crest, Tales of Destiny with Stan, Tales of Eternia with Reed, Tales of Symphonia with Lloyd, Tales of the Abyss with Luke, Tales of Vesperia with Yuri, and even Tales of Arise more recently with Alphen. I've played every single Tales of video game released in North America, and while Tales of Fantasia holds a place as one of my favorite JRPGs of all time, it shares that position with The Legend of Dragoon, Suikoden 1 and 2, and Tales of Symphonia. After 2 whole decades, Bamco have confirmed that Tales of Symphonia will be receiving an entire remaster and will launch onto the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on February 16th in Japan and February 17th worldwide. Current generation consoles like the PS5 do not look like they'll be supported at present. Tales of Symphonia is a massive open-world RPG featuring 2 entire worlds to explore, an action combat system, cooperative play with up to 4 players. Like, I remember playing this game and meeting Lloyd and having my little sister Wiggy play with me as Genus. Oh man, this is gonna be so surreal. Playing on my PS4 for the first time in over a decade. Yeah, I said a decade. I may have played this several times too many over the last, well, 2 decades. Even 2 decades later, Colette remains one of my high school video game crushes. And Yuna from Final Fantasy X. Just don't tell Mrs. Sticks, who is probably gonna be playing with me. Now, I know this might be a contentious opinion to have, especially if social media is anything to go off of, but Hogwarts Legacy is a fun game. No, I do not support the author and her views, but I am more than capable of separating and enjoying a video game set within the incredible world of Harry Potter without bringing politics into it, as I'm sure many of you guys can agree with. Hogwarts Legacy actually released on February 10th and is, according to statistics, one of the most pre-ordered, played, and discussed video games of either 2022 or 2023. This game has sold a tremendous number of copies, and despite its flaws, like its story, which I found to be incredibly dull so far, the sheer size of its world, its fun magical combat, and all of the side content have provided me a Harry Potter experience that I never knew that I needed. Hogwarts Legacy is currently available on every major platform: the Switch, the PS4, the PS5, all of the Xboxes, PC. I know I might get some crap for admitting that I'm playing it, but is lying about it really any better? Should we need to lie about playing a game just so some people on social media don't get angry at us and attempt to cancel us? Octopath Traveler was a breakout hit back in 2018, going on to sell over 3 million copies worldwide. For a new franchise like this, that was a testament to the quality of the title, which brought a gorgeous 2D world to life. Fast forward 5 years later, yeah, 5. Oh man, has it really been that long? Oh my god, 5 years, wow. Ugh. 5 years later, Square confirmed the highly anticipated sequel, Octopath Traveler 2, would be launching globally on February 24th. Octopath Traveler 2 is a turn-based retro pixel RPG blending 2D art with 3D CG. While the sequel will share a lot of similarities to its predecessor, Octopath Traveler 2 is going to be its own game featuring 8 brand new travelers, each with their own origins, motivations, and skills unique specifically to them. An even larger world filled with even more to explore, to see, to do. Octopath Traveler 2 will be available on the Switch, the PS4, the PS5, and PC. Japan really isn't all too fond of the Xbox, just, in case that wasn't already abundantly evident. When people look at Wild Hearts, what they see is Monster Hunter. When I look at Wild Hearts though, what I see is, admittedly the same thing, but with samurai, which in retrospect were also present in older Monster Hunter titles, I think, right? Okay, you know what, we can all agree that we see Monster Hunter. And that is honestly what I'm hoping this is. A game that takes inspiration from the Monster Hunter franchise and puts their own unique spin on it. Wild Hearts is a fully functional co-op game featuring giant monsters to hunt, epic loot to craft, set within medieval Japan. Interestingly, the game is developed by Omega Force, which is the very same studio behind the Dynasty Warriors franchise. As a massive fan of Dynasty Warriors, I played every incarnation of the game, I think, from 3 through 8, including Extreme Legends and Empires. Dude, romancing Zen amongst other lovely ladies in Empires was admittedly one of my favorite parts. Wild Hearts is launching onto the PS5, the Xbox X and S, PC on February 16th. This game genuinely looks like it could be so freaking good. Please don't let them mess this up. And, okay, well, you know what? I admittedly just now realized that all of these games release within like a week or two proximity of one another, which is going to make deciding which, if any, you're going to want to play very difficult. The Atomic Heart, nevertheless, is the only FPS in this list, and also looks like it's going to be the most chaotic. In Atomic Heart, humans live in harmony with, well, according to official sources, they're loyal and fervent robots, which is the beginning of every futuristic horror movie ever, and every weird, kinky robot sex fantasy story that I've ever read. Like that, the British TV series, oh man, what was it called again? Humans? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was called Humans. Yeah, people would 100% get way too weird in that setting. I didn't really want to spoil the story of Atomic Heart, so all I know is that you have this magical glove, it gives you special abilities, and it's kind of up to you to save the world from stuff. I think they look like there were zombies with some admittedly very incredibly flashy, very over-the-top action combat, hacking, slashing, exploding, levitating, imploding. Honestly, I get very strong BioShock vibes from this game. Atomic Heart will be launching on February 21st and will release onto PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC. And that is everything. Some of the best looking games slated to release fully this month, which isn't to say that there aren't other titles that look equally as good or potentially even better. Admittedly, I probably missed one or two. That's bound to happen. If you're more interested in MMOs or gacha games though, I got you covered with 2 different videos on screen right now. One featuring every MMO releasing in February 2023 and one featuring every gacha game releasing in February 2023. Yeah, I got you covered.